election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers that in the government, they can lie. They don't put out also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we dropped out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Nicky.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money is single, parents crying for IFs. I thought they said we went down, 100 years back and forth, Jarrah's life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor, you can't call over to finish give oh. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter, oh. But what can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We not talking plenty ego, we not fighting them we're going. And when we talking say the tip I got to win to all wrong. You can just be looking at all that to say sleeping among the men upon. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming up bro. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say no but A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here, just like a guy in poor email.
What they get it made to SAP. What they get it made to SAP.
What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Zaki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, part of fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that part is in the asking when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can't wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all the back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see me and I think on CPP document.
The house are selling like Dillon and Young Big Property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for back out the rapping. The country fire on the hustle, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischief from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Bwaka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish, Bwaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home then for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. I believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberian will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Bouaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bouaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. While it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Oyo time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I'm a president of this country, God show you His wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the board do for him? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the millions man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No heat, no tea.
When he was 12 years under Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. He was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes, yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The Senate got a trap of Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Guardia to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he's now where he's just thinking, what kind of way Boyka, what kind of thing? He want to go after people? Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, talking away, talking of thing they did, Bagatiti, they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here.
Thank you ever so much. People struggle. Thank you very much for showing up for the young people across the 17 electoral districts and most of our countries. You want to speak to youth or young women in here. One man who happens to be the minister.
And let me say hands up to all of you wherever you are. We are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here tonight, beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, no, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. That sorry carries no indication that indeed we regret our actions. Never ever do we regret it. So we are grateful that we are here again tonight and grateful to the Almighty God for his life he has given us. And we tell him thank you. We tell him thank you for putting it into us, in our heads, that we no longer live for ourselves. We live for the people who believe in us. For when anything affects us, it affects them. Whatever shame that begets us, it begets them. Whatever shameful conduct that we engage in, it brings down shame on them. So we are carrying the shoulders, the proud, dignity, not for ourselves, no. We are carrying it now for people. We want to make them to feel proud in their communities. We don't want to make them to bow down in shame. No, we're not going to do that. Right? So that's why you see, at once one can think selflessly, and you think that you're no longer living for yourself, but you're living for people, then you now got to realize that you have to be careful. So it's like you're living for God. You're not living for yourself. So you think there are things you are doing, no one is seeing you, but because you are living for God, you think God is seeing you. So you are very careful. That's when caution comes in. When people don't care about who talks what or who says what or who feels how. They don't care. These people are ready to go down the gallop, and they are willing to go down. And there's nothing like that we are going to involve ourselves with. No, we think that we owe it to our people. We didn't raise up their hope to make them to be putting their heads on the chopping board only to come and disgrace them. Every one of us here, bad thing can enter our heads. Temptation can come our way. Our inner temptation, our inner thoughts can come our way. Bad thing can enter in our heads. But when we think about the people who will be let down because of what we do, we say, no, we can't do it. And they can say, you might be sitting down there and they put eating their food and whatever you money. Some people walk up to you and tell you, say, well, brother, like bring people you will mind in the country. You think you won't able to change this country. Look at the kind of mentality that people will bring to you. They will come and defeat you. That self-courage that you have within you for the sake of people, people will walk up to you. They say, my brother, now you want to change the country. Liberia being like they say 1847, that you can change the country. See, that kind of person stands in front of you. That person is not an agent of change. Anybody who walks up to you and tells you that, my brother, now you want to change the country, that person is not an agent of change. Just tell them, say, but just move for me. They have bad influence. You don't even need to keep them around you. Take a look around you today. Take a look around you. See people who are working in government. See most of our brothers, our friends who say they're working in government, they go there with different mentality. Let your own go, my man. We're not going to change this country. Liberia will not change. Liberia, in fact, they have already given up on Liberia, then they're giving you hope that they will bring change. When they themselves within themselves. There's a man who woke up and told you that he has already given up on Liberia. Nothing good will come from out of Liberia. Then because he wants you to give him the opportunity to occupy that place of hope. That place of hope. Because the only reason you are giving someone your job is because you hope that the person will perform. Right? That's why you give the person a tax. No one employs anybody with pessimistic mess. No. Everybody, anyone else who has been employed is employed. The employer carries an optimistic mindset. That's why the person employs you. Right? So, the very man who has given up and tell you, say, nothing good will come from out of Liberia. That the man that walks up to you and tell you, say, give me hope. Give me the opportunity. Give me your hope that you have. Give it to me. I will change Liberia around. There is a man who within himself knows that nothing good will come from out of Liberia. That kind of man. He get that belief already. Then he tells you, oh, please give me the opportunity. Let me go change Liberia around. Or man who has told you that nothing good will come from out of Liberia. Not even told you, but he believes within himself that nothing good will come from out of Liberia. But he tells you, say, give me Liberia. Let me change Liberia. The man who don't believe in change is asking you to give him the opportunity to change Liberia. That's why you are where you are. That's why you are where you are. You don't have people who are resolved. You got people who have defeated themselves. They are self-defeated already. So you can see it clearly. So some of us, when we wake up and we come on the show to talk to you, you will find it a way. There are opportunities that may be seen as opportunities, but they are not. They are just meant to derail you, ruin you, destroy you, make you irrelevant in society. And you may think that it is an opportunity to redeem yourself because you are in a state of desperation. And I'm never going to put myself in a state of desperation. No, I'm not going to do that. I always learn the Bible, and I learn it to the best of my ability. People may preach and don't practice it, but me, I practice everything that I learned from the Bible. I may not be perfect at all. That Joseph story goes with me a long way. Joseph came from a very poor background. He had already had a lot of dreams that he didn't want to resurrect his family. Then Potiphar's wife decided to portray as if that which Joseph was dreaming about way down the line, it has come to fruition. She advances a proposal that makes it appear like that which Joseph dreamed about that he was about to, that was it. And Joseph sees that as an opportunity. He said, I'd rather go to jail than to take this as the kind of opportunity that I was dreaming about. I don't think that is the kind of way God can, no. There is not a way God can bless people. There is not a way to betray somebody who took me and made me a son, for me to be a son, then to go love to his wife, No, God does not. No, our God does not work through these kind of ways. Betrayals and all the elements and things, they don't work. Joseph sat down by himself and thought. Sometimes the dream will come to him and say, hey, you can remember the last time your parent is suffering or your power pool. You see your brother, everything. The opportunity has come for you to now become the breadwinner of your family. Joseph look at all of that and say, no, I don't care what you do. Betrayal? Does that really resemble God? No. That is not how God would do it. I agree that I had a dream that it will be achieved somehow, but I don't think that is the way. Joseph saw that not as an opportunity. He saw it as an obstacle towards achieving that goal that God has set out for him. He resisted. And so now when you're resisting it, it goes with consequences. You think people like us today, we are not affected by what we're doing? We are affected. We don't get what we're supposed to get. We are affected. When you take the decisions, they go with consequences. You got to go with the pain that goes along with these kind of decisions. When Joseph was rejecting, he needed to go to prison. He must be prepared to go to prison. And he said yes. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said no, we'll not bow down to the golden image, it had to do with consequences as well. You must be willing to live up to it. And they said we will. It doesn't matter. They told their man, Nebuchadnezzar, they told him, they said, even if our God can save us, we'll never save you. That consequence, we are willing to bear it. We'll go. So, like people like us, where we have chosen where we are now, today, the government is set up in a way that even if our AB were to even apply professionally to work somewhere that is tied to government, they will say, AB, we're not employing you because the government not let your business, because you yourself, you not let the government business, the government not let your business, your family will not work here, the other one will not happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm living with it. I should be prepared for that. Our brother then would not prepare for it. I didn't want to say, me and I able 1 year. Let me just betray one time. Let me just go and say, Joseph Boakai are the best government. I'm wasting my time in CDC. At least the kind of achievement there. The our brother then who can bear it. I didn't want, but every decision has an effect. You can't just make a decision and then you don't have a consequential effect of that decision. No. Your decision not to support the Unity Party and their bad governance, just know there's pain that goes along with it. There are some of our brothers who say, no, me, I don't want to lose my job. So they go silent. They are silent today because they know by talking, they will lose their jobs. They are not prepared to lose their jobs, and they are still sitting there. So that's it. And we all agreed. You think I'm not going through a lot? I'm going through a lot. But I'm not going to bow down to it because I'm going through a lot, because I knew the very moment that some of the things our pastor, they can't live out of the way you see them doing all the kind of funny things. They claim that they want to die for Jesus Christ. There's that we kind of people then who can stand for anything. That day, wow, you see how some of them loaded today? Because they think that if they speak out, their offerings will not come, their tithing will not come, their contribution towards the church construction will not come. So as a result, they say, let me just close my mouth. Because by talking, something will happen. Good or bad, right? So they are not willing to face the bad effect of that. They want to face the good one. So as a result of that, they say, let me just take myself from inside, not say anything. So we are not here to allow, people will not understand. And we are here to do what we can for our country. We are not bragging. I am telling you what I go through on a daily basis. You don't know people can call me and say, hey, mommy, you got to lead it in your child, I raise your family, I raise this, that, you got to lead it in, now you will change. Like, bro, I agreed. I know people are concerned. Some of you are saying it because you are concerned. I agree. But I agree that that is what we sign on to. Yeah. Also, they must do routine to make me to bow down. You all right. That me can't bow down to those evil people. I beg you. I beg you. You better go look for different things to say. For me to bow down to these people because of this. I can't. God is providing. The little that God can provide on a daily basis, I will live with it. I move from my little place, I live in my own place. It may not be at the level I wanted it to be. Small, I will get there. You know how long I've been building that house? Since 2014 up to now, that house is not complete yet. I don't have to rush to complete it. No. But I'm living there now. I don't have time. I don't care about how anybody feels. At least I'm living under my sweat that I genuinely and justly earned. With no one putting more on me and say, you did this, XYZ. CDC came. I didn't complete it. I'm still here. No problem. Small, I will get there. Why if God said no? Now what God it is? They legal practice that you in. I will make somebody to smile. You will get something good, and then you will go. I will complete it. I ain't gotta rush. My lay play, at least God was able to bless me. I face inside a good, inside a better. When I take picture in that play, I show it to you. You see the other part. What we going to compensate? You see that you say no report. That's how God can do people. You don't have to rush. I will manage it. I will finish it. The same God that laid that first block and say, "AB, take your time, and I took my time and reached down there. God will finish it. I don't have time. I don't have to rush to go leave Joseph Boakai and people there honor their feet because I want to finish my house, or because I want my children to go to Google schools, or send my late daughter that I love so much to expensive schools, or whatever it is. Why should I even be making Joseph Boakai to look like my life support depends on him, or former beggar himself? I can't. I would never ever. No disrespect to him, oh, he's the president, but I can't. But see our brother then who flipping all over. You go ask them, I mean, you know you got to survive. I mean, we got to survive. You put yourself at the level of survival. Could you imagine that? For me to look at myself and put myself at the level of survival. Do I know that somebody who's surviving? You know what they call surviving? Do you know what they call surviving? Have you ever seen people talk about rescue missions where they go on sea, people are about to die? They were supposed to die, but of course, somebody was able to take them up. They survived. You know what they call survival? You put yourself, I mean, we got to survive. I mean, I will survive. I mean, my business got to survive. My other thing got to survive. My family got to survive. Survival. Can you imagine that? But anyway, it's God. And we thank God for his courage that he gives us every day. The little we have, we enjoy it and be glad in it. We rejoice and be glad in it. There is a day. Every day is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. The day that I see, every day that God presents to me is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. Listen to this. It's not about just rejoicing, but you must be glad. You must be satisfied. You must be, that is what it is. You must be glad. You must be happy about the day. It's not about what you get in the day, but for the provision of the day itself to make you to enter into that day. You must be what? You must rejoice, and not just rejoicing, but you must be glad. And that's it. And that's where we are. I thank you all who believe in your country. You may not know what you're doing for your country. You may not know what you stand for. You may not know what you're doing. Look, sit down in your closet and say, God, I tell you, thank you for the strength you have given me on a daily basis to go 2 years where we are today. Father, it got to be you. Tell God, thank you. It's not about watch night, to go to watch night and tell God, thank you. Each and every day you see yourself stepping into such a terrible government. To see yourself even living the next day and moving on. Tell God, thank you. Though sometimes I sit down, I look at some of my bad behaviors inside me that can even cause problem, but God can really enter inside me and say, AB, you tried it one, you damage yourself, you damage everybody who believe in you. Never you tried. God himself, as anyone else, God can beat in my head. Just to say what he said, never you tried. Who told you bad thing again enter my? You think that your one bad thing enter your head? You think all of us here, every one of us, there are things that come our way to tell us to make decisions. Nobody is immune from that. We all face temptations. We all face that of negative offers. They come our ways. Now what? Not that you sin for whatever. All of us, we can feel the same thing. All of us, we are greeted with the same proposals. But how you treat it is what that determines and defines you. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy. But you see, the joy part of it is for you to conquer that which is difficult for others. Because when you see some of your friends, one day they just wake up to go on Facebook. I saw a George Tengman the last time, former senator, the man woke up, a woman sick. I think he went to Thomas Fowler for money. Thomas Fowler, they didn't give him, I think Thomas Fowler gave him 500. The next day, the man went on Facebook, the man started pressing Joseph Boakai because Thomas Fowler told him, say, well, man, you got to go to uncle to go talk to our uncle. Just beg him, talk to him. George Tengman had to go beg Uncle Joseph Boakai, the man whom he was never supporting, because he wanted his wife to survive. Joseph Boakai home, George Weah did not tell him, say, praise my government before I can send you to hospital. George Weah did not tell him that. George Weah did not say, Joseph Walker, go on Facebook. Go send people on Facebook and tell and say, George Weah, you are doing the best in this country. You are the best thing that ever happened to this country. And in fact, for us to know that Joseph Walker was helped by George Weah, it was after Joseph Walker got recovered, got saved, and came out to protest, and out of anger, George Weah said that. That was when we got to know. George Weah did not ever. And legally, I can defend George Weah on that. You know what the Bible says? The Bible says, while your right hand does, the left hand shouldn't know about it, but there are exceptions to that rule. What your right hand does, the left hand should not know about it, right? That is if the person who's a benefactor, the person who benefited from it, right, decided to appreciate it and move on. God himself have said, you Israelites, you are ungrateful people. I took you out from this place, I brought you out from that place. You think if the Israelites had not behaved in a terrible manner, God was going to mention that I took you out from this level, I brought you out to this level? No. The only time God mentioned that is when they started demonstrating ungratefulness. And George Weah was not in error. At the point George Weah did it for Joe Walker, he didn't tell anybody, and that's the law. George Weah followed the law. But the moment Joe Walker decided to breach it, he did it. He moved first. He broke it. He opened the door. And when you open the door, George Weah entered. And this is what it is. God did the same. God still does the same today. Right? God still does the same thing today. When God does anything for you, he doesn't announce it, nothing. But the moment you come the other way around, then God will tell that you have been very much ungrateful. Jesus Christ discipled and they were misbehaving some kind of way. What did he have to say? He said, how long shall I put up with you? Because he didn't put up with them, but he didn't say it to anybody. But the moment they tried to do the contrary, Jesus Christ told them, how long shall I put up with you? How did they get to know? Because of their behavior. That people behavior, at that point, God does not protect that clause anymore. If you did something good for John Brown, it's not good to go tell people, say, I've done something for John Brown. If John Brown appreciates it and doesn't tell anybody. But if John Brown behavior runs contrary, and what at that point now, if you were to say, I helped John Brown and he behaving this way, God will not punish you for that one. I'm telling you, that's the law. That one, a religious law. Go and ask anybody. Go and ask Google Pastor and not just say anybody. Go and ask Google Pastor. They know that's the religious law. That's the religious law. God was, Jesus, no, George Weah was in no error to have talked about how he sent Joseph Walker to hospital only for him to come stand down there. George Weah respected the law of God. When he sent Joseph Walker to hospital, he did not tell anybody. Because the Bible says, when your right hand do something, the left hand shouldn't know about it. George Weah respected that law. Joseph Walker breached it. George Weah entered. So what is the issue about that? But we are grateful to the Almighty God that all of us, we are here together and doing everything we can. So I want to tell you, thank you. Today, there are dead bodies all in the streets. When under we are administration, there were times that we said it. We said some of the borders that you people talking about XYZ here and there, it is not the government that's doing it. But you people are the same people who were dumping their borders in the streets. There are times that things happen. Their borders are all in the street. There's one here I'm about to show you. Right? I'm about to show you. I don't want Tatos Pakara, one human rights guy. I don't know who he is or whatever it is, but I heard that name before. And I think he had a video, something up with a lady, and something must have happened. I don't know whether it's most recent or so forth. But there's another most recent video that we'll try to show you right here tonight, and you're about to see that. Right? I will show you that right now as we speak. And these are things that we talk on a daily basis. And some of us will not be deterred. No, we are not. And I'm about to show you this. See it? Right? This one happened. They discovered this body. Another body was discovered just this morning. The one that I know about that was discovered just this morning in I don't know, Momo time or something like that. Momo time, something around Douala area. Yeah, around the grave area. Yeah, something like that. Yeah? They dumped the body there in a bed sheet. They carried in there. Honor Joseph Walker. That's why I say you must tell God thank you. Every day, rejoice and be glad in each day that cometh forth. Honor Joseph Walker's administration. Right? Yeah. So there's it. I'm about to show you video files, and you will get to understand some of these things when we are talking it. We're not talking it because we're against any specific government. No, I don't have time for anybody. What a government did, whatever it is, I don't want to know. If I got a president of Liberia, can I undo it by getting angry? No, I can't undo it. No, I can't undo it. I'm just getting angry. No, I can't undo it. Right? I can't undo it. Right? Joseph Bogara, president, or whatever it is, I can't undo it. Yeah, I can't undo it. So what I like here, now you go, you come down, you want to do whatever it is. I just got to live with it, and I prepare myself to live with it. That's why you see me. I'm happy. So that's what it is. I'm very happy, and I'm just who I am, and I don't have time for whoever, whatever they think about, whatever they want to do is up to them. I don't have time for that. Yeah. So you see some of the things we talk about on a daily basis. Yeah. You may think that, oh, no, we don't just talk. We don't just talk. We don't just talk. We talk with sense. We talk issues that we know matter to the interests of the Liberian people. And I will show you these things. Yeah. Me, and also my word, it can be passing around whole day. Maybe you can't talk, no. I borrow one of my friends, you see the kind of coat he's wearing. He's working in government now. You see the kind of coat he's wearing? Look at me. Oh, let me buy. Just look at him and laugh and pass by him. He working in government at the Ministry of Information. I saw him. And he look at him and laugh. I said, oh, man, your shoes set up for fun. And then that shoes there, now this time you can see it. But that's life. That's life. Right? Yeah, that's life. Yeah. So no matter what it is, I don't got time for how people feel, how they think about it, or what they do. I don't have time. Look, some of you continue to be who you are. You may be struggling and going through tough times, no problem. And let me take this special time to say condolence to His Excellency, former President George Manneh Weah, and for the death of somebody who had been with him from his soccer days. And I class as a mama, and he sometimes calls her baby. And she died, unfortunately. She fell off from her apartment, went to hospital, was barely recovering. I think he visited her yesterday, one Thelma who's related to the Benaz family, and one of the Benaz, Thelma. And she passed off. Peace be to her ashes. And we want to take this time to extend our condolence to His Excellency, former President George Manneh Weah. He's totally devastated by that because he did visit with her yesterday, and he said they placed her in an ambulance and was carrying an ambulance driver made another accident along the way while taking her to hospital, but that was not the main thing that killed her. She had to go to the hospital, and I think a double impact, something like that. So, and that's it. Mr. President and His Excellency Ambassador George Manneh Weah, you can say peace be to our arches, take heart, you're a good man. And that's what it is. You know, things happened. Yeah, things happen at times. And we don't control, and we can ask God, because God knows why. So, and we think with God, all things are yet possible, despite all of these things. Yeah. So, peace be to our judges, and he was just sharing that on his page or so forth, somewhat. Yeah, he was able to share that and how we got it. Life moves on. And folks, as I was saying to you, I'm about to show you dead bodies discovered in the streets. Dead bodies blanketed and dumped into sites. I don't know what's the issue. So people are giving testimonies. There's a lady that talked about it. I think it is this dead body, but we'll try to link it up with this one and see, and then you get the kind of stories surrounding this. From here, where do we go? Okay, I want to share with you something. Okay, remove this. Okay, good. I think we are getting there. I just want to share this with you. So there is a dead body. I was found, okay, in the Momotan area. I don't know Momotan area. There is a dead body. It was found in Momotan. It was wrapped in this very blanket and then brought and dumped right in the grave area here. It was dumped right there. Right? It was dumped right there. Dumped right there. These are things that are happening. These are ones that are just on camera. Terrible things are happening day by day. Day by day. I think a testimony could be expressed from here. This other person can explain in depth as to what it is that transpired and how did they get there. Yeah, I'm telling you. We are not making up stories. These are things that you will see every day. Right? Yeah. These are things you will see every day. And sometimes when we're asking ourselves, so let me just listen to the lady. Oh, yeah, explain. Okay.
Yes. Now they buy it from your house. I do know why. I know I'll tell you. Yeah, go.
I think I take my body. Right?
Me my just went here. We can go walk here. Last night me and my daughter will come. We came. We been a player. She get food, I get food. Our influence she was being. So we came now. She came to the plenty and she was sitting there. She said, "Plenty, hello," because our plenty. She said, "Hello." I said, "Mommy, Papa, here will be speaking to your plenty." Soon after, I stay right here to the party. When I stay now, you go and I make a tent to go for my children. When I stay now, I flash it there. When I flash it there now, I see the ballet lane. So I said, "Oh, my daughter, what ballet here? We start shouting. The crowd start coming. They start coming around. We shouting, they come, they come, they come. So you see nobody. I see nobody. Like only thing I see.
But when you were coming, did anybody pass by you?
No. I mean, nobody
I just saw the ballet. So like jeans that beside the ballet, you're married there also?
I only flash it there. I see the ballet. But still not I go there. Before you can leave my apple. Say I see a land there. I go there. Me and my daughter won't go there.
You see your name again?
So, here we are, hearing it from the horse's mouth. Right? Yeah. That's exactly what it is that's happening in Liberia now. I'm not saying during Weah's time, bodies were not used to be placed. Yes, there were times. But these Unity Party people even used to go and pay for their body, ask these Zobos to kill one another, take the bodies and dump it all in the streets to make Weah to look ugly. Look at these ones that are happening now. CDC, not sophisticated to that level. CDC sophistication is not in danger. It's not in lies. It's in truth telling. That's why you see the CDC sophistication is outweighing the Unity Party and making the Unity Party to look bad, because all the CDC guys, when they sit down on radio, you listen to them, you say, what? Well, I told you people that say CDC people, not clever people. None of the CDC officials who sit on radio that they will not speak sense. Most of the Unity Party officials, when they sit on radio, so trash can come from their mouths. So CDC sophistication is in reasoning, deductive reasoning, calculations, numbers game. These are people, that's their strength. Because to tell the truth is very easy. To put lies together is difficult. Because the defensive part of the lie is what makes it difficult. To defend a truth, you have to realize truth is a defense by itself. Truth is a defense by itself. You don't have to. So these guys used to be dumping dead bodies all over. Now you see what happening now? Dead bodies are being placed in blankets and then dumped into the streets. People raping people, gang raping people, doing this one. Because what? Government officials themselves are raping people and gang raping people. Terrible things are now happening in Liberia. The church is not concerned about the danger that have engulfed the country. They don't care. And they think that it's all well. Most of these officials will take their children, put them in car, gang rape them, and dump them in the streets. They don't know. You better start advising your guys' children to avoid the Unity Party officials. Because they will put them in car, gang rape them, dump them. Nothing will come from out of it. That's the fact. Is it not happening? That means being giving all the reports about government officials. That anybody been making up stories? No. The worst thing for you is that they will rape your daughter and nothing will come from out of it. They will rape your children, gang rape your children, and your children are passing. They not made a country high already. So some of you parents, you are able to control all the hardship too much now until your children got to go in the streets. Because that's the condition the Unity Party creates. They create hardship so that the only source of survival is to turn to them. Now, when you turn to them, they will abuse you. They will rape you. They do all sorts of terrible things to you. Because that's the only way you can survive. You got to go look for ends meet. I know. You got to go to school. You got to find job. They make job business hard. So that your grandchildren will be looking for jobs. Then they're laughing to them. Scene 1, scene 2. They're doing all kinds of things to the children just to give it. Because they create the condition to make things hard. Because that's the only way it works. Here is a job business hard in this country. You're a young university graduate or girl looking for a job. What do? You just have to settle down for these guys. They'll tell you, so we'll get a place to put you. But of course, you know what it is now. Job business hard. You just got to agree. Our sisters are spoiling. Our daughters are spoiling. They are spoiling the children. A little boy walk up to the other man and say, I want football boots because I want to harness my soccer dream. And I say, man, grab a friend and say, one picking coming here. That other all kind of rape. When they play with that labor ball, they bad thing with that ball there. The men passing around today. What do you want? You want to sit down to say what? To people like us? Is it not happening? What are we looking for? And let me go teach you something. They want a good tutorial. You know what? Sometimes when I hear people talking a lot of things, passing around, so now when some things happen, then some journalists or maybe some people want to put they sit inside and acting like and they really know the issues. Again, I understand, and I'm not questioning anyone's knowledge as to understanding the issues. That's what I take time before I speak to issues, because I want to do research all over so that I have an informed position before I speak. Because I believe that I don't know it all. When I say I'm going to research, I'm going to tap into other people's knowledge about what happened. So because I don't know it all. But some people, they can say they know it already. So as a result, they will come up with opinions and whatever it is. I'm not like that. Because I believe I don't know it all. There are people who know it better than me, and I count on them to help. And that's what it is. Ask yourself the question, what happened yesterday, whether it was not terrible for our country. That thing that Gregory Coleman did was terrible for our country. But it's not surprising. From the day Gregory Coleman got in power, Queen Johnson then went free. The other guy who killed the other man, Joshua, all the people then went free. They went in Lofa County. The people who did the killing there, they set all of them free. From the day that thing that started happening, I knew under the Unity Party government, anybody who kills, you like I said, you Unity Party person, you kill another Unity Party person. Once you are a Unity Party person, you will never go to jail. The only thing you need to do to protect yourself from anything from the court process or whatever it is, the judicial process, or to just go free. Just be a Unity Party person. Even you can kill somebody now and say, just shouldn't they put handcuff on your hand? declare that Joseph Boakai is the best president in the Republic of Liberia, I think I was just fooling myself. Forget about the case, oh. Forget about whether you just for shooting somebody or for killing somebody. Oh. The moment the police put handcuff on your hand, just call out and say, may Joseph Boakai live long. May the United Party stay long in power. We love the United Party. You're doing well. You're carrying on development. If they not take that handcuff on your hand immediately, and then you go free, don't call me AB. That's the Unity Party. Look at what happened yesterday. And for me to see Brian McGay having press conference and all to go say he's vindicated. Ah, gosh, this country. This country. You know, do you people know that Brian McGay is not free, totally free? Except he continues to live in a Joseph Boakai Republic. You know, the guys are fools to the extent that they don't have sense. Brian, if I were you, if I were a friend to a person criminal like you or terrible person like you, let me say that, Brian, I'll stay. Oh, you know apology. What happened? You did it. I know you met me at the police station, you begin to raise some issues. And you wanted me to say, oh, come on, they give it another come for the DNA here and there, but the way you're saying, I even know the guy, that's a blatant lie. You know the lady. That the player knew said that you were lying. The lady said it to him, I even know I said that's lie. That's a blatant lie. I knew you were lying that day. For the fact that you flying around to the police station, coming back, doing all of the things, I knew it was just headed for. I knew it. For you to be having press conference today, you call it a conspiracy? No problem. That's the way Mo Ali went love to the people's daughter and called it a conspiracy. You always call these kind of things conspiracy. You don't go when you go around people's children and it backfires. The Unity Party is noted for calling their own wrongs conspiracy. And the guys are fools. And now I know Unity Party people, they're not sophisticated. They are complete dumbfounded people, complete fools. Brian, if I were your friend, the best acquittal you have gotten, go to the judicial system. For police to just say you free, especially this government, you get things successive government to come. Can't prosecute you on the same case. Because the police said, ain't you having a right? We agree. Go on. It's better you went to court. And then they came up and the state decided to not prosecute the case. You see, the guys don't understand some things. The guys don't understand some things. But I like how they do it. You see that how God can confuse people. Yeah. You know? Yeah. You know? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I like Unity Party people. Yeah. You know, when you not a prosecutor, that's why you needed for the case to go on. You needed for the case to go on. Let you go to court. The way you control the system already, better you went to court. Then they decided to not a prosecutor to acquit you. With prejudice to the state. Now without prejudice. With prejudice to the state. And when it's prejudice to the state can no longer refer. But you don't even go charge level, sir. You did not even begin any judicial process with the exception of the police arresting you. You never began any judicial process. Nothing. You never went through investigation. Nothing. The area the police left you and say, go home, you go sit down. My brother, you are in trouble. There's nothing that discover evidence. Because when you say newly discover evidence here and there, yes, they can come up and say, oh yeah, there's that SYC. But all those kind of things, they go through judicial processes. You didn't even reach an inch of the judicial process. You having press conference passing all over. That your own press conference, they will use against you 2030. If CDC really mean well, and these are some of the things that we'll get problem with. There are certain people, and let me tell you this today, for me, I'm very blunt, and the chief is listening to me. His Excellency Ambassador George Manawia. The very people then who have been trampled on and people abusing it like this, when these people decide to go to the election, Mr. President, and say they are going to vote out the Unity Party for abusing them and not giving them justice, and for you to get there and you don't make them to get that justice, Mr. President. That's where some of our, you hear me, can be telling you, say, when CDC win me and I want to go where you go. Because the idea is, I don't want for me to go sit down there and working in government now. Then I can't sit down now. I ain't able to. No, I will sit back. I will be the back room cleaner of the president, the government. That is what we'll do. Because you see the kind of thing, Oh, so these people have done these terrible things. Today, they are passing around. You think they can refer? Brian, you think you're free? You're not free. Don't here for nothing. Then let me do that Brian own, because that thing there, they just play fun out of him. They just play fun out of Brian. Brian, you think you're free? Let them put you on the job. See how the public will greet you. That nonsense that you and your Unity Party put doing your passing around. I'm free now. God can see this, that. That nonsense you're on. Go in the streets and see whether you got respect. I see your daughter, who's a girl herself, sitting down there talking all kinds of trash about people at the ministry here and there. You're a woman. If it doesn't happen to you as a person, you were born children. And that child, some of those children could be girl child. You will feel that same pain. We're not joking here. It's God that you're playing with in this country. You're sitting down there. Oh, people playing with Brian did that. They can't go anywhere. The police, terrible. The only place that they can equip people here, that Brian, you are still indicted. I don't care whether you go or you come down. I challenge you to say that you will carry somebody to court because they still calling you a rapist. Go there and use this nonsense the police point gave you and say that the basis that you have as clearance. Then the police will have to produce the evidence that back that clearance. Let's see whether there was investigation done that vindicated you for rape. Try it. Go to court. Carry anybody there say they lie on you. Police say you clear. Let the police, because the police claim that they were doing investigation, they were DNA samples. Because you're backing there, oh, chief. You don't even know that one there. That the sense you're not getting. You and your police people, you're not getting sense. That the sense you're not getting. That you're backing there, that you will now use it. You lie on me. You say now and carry anybody to go and see more directing part of nonsense on your post and say that time you must take action against them. What action you going to take on that nonsense that Gregory Coleman gave? Is that the action you're going to take? Try it, let's see. Try it and see. Go to court. Let's see. And say because police ever conducted any investigation to free you? If police conducted an investigation, they got to bring that investigative report and will question that investigative report. That they play that nonsense that you will be carrying to court, it will become useless. I'm telling you. I'm giving you small legal advice here. Because that nonsense, don't let anybody fool you, my brother. I am giving you legal counsel, free tutorial. I'm giving you, say your Unity Party, you don't get sense. There's no fools you're passing around acting that you're sophisticated. You don't get one sense. I challenge you, Brian McGee. Take that nonsense that the police gave you and say you carry somebody to court and say you're lying on me and taking action against you. Whether that the police, the right courthouse to vindicate anybody on the basis of whatever. Let's see what happened. Whether they ever conducted any investigation. Try it. And we here? Try it. I'm not threatening you. I just tell you that nonsense that Gregory Go gave you. That thing that they can't even publish. I challenge them to say they even did DNA. Yeah, they gave it to you. Then you can go say, I'm free now. Anybody who want to come here, I'll carry them to court. Carry them to court on that nonsense. That's why you carry them to court for. You better go lay down and sleep. You better go lay down and sleep. They tell you how the law works. You don't be worried about your future. That when the United Party leaves power, you are done. You are not have to leave this country and go in exile. Because the government has all right. There is nothing like double jeopardy that can lie in this case. No. The way the police proceeded, nothing. Justice was not done. The government itself was very terrible and in dealing with it. And you will see what will happen to you. Be passing around. Be passing around. Be happy around. Thinking that you stay normal man. Be passing around. Can't talk about how and I this, that, and blah, blah, blah. Go, you say. You can bring what you can talk about, do DNA tests to go do what? Where? Look at the nonsense that they did in addition. So it was on when it was okay. That young man was arrested sometimes last week. The NSA guy. Can me tell you some story about it? I can tell you some story about it. I can tell you the funny thing about it. The funny thing about that young man's story from NSA, right? You're coming to get some stories from me from that NSA man. The NSA story, we're coming to get to it now. Now, the NSA story I'm coming to tell you now. To tell you what happened behind the scene before that day that you saw down there. I can tell you. I don't joke. I don't joke with issues, but we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. And I'm very much grateful to the Almighty God for everything. Very good. On the which date is this? On the 9th of January. And they said the NSA dismissed this man on the 8th or whatever. On the 9th of January, the NSA boss, Prince Charles Johnson, he was escorted in a small black car. On the 8th, because on the 7th or something that I said the man was dismissed. In a small black car with one white Land Cruiser Jeep, with one sheriff for the court, and 2 women and children officers, along with prosecutors by 3 p.m. from Central. The man is arrested. Stay on ongoing police investigation. The Ministry of Justice sends a prosecuting team there. Women and children, officers, go there. The NSA boss goes there as well. Now, the man stay in police. The Justice Ministry sends somebody there, the prosecuting team. Then, upon they're going to, what about the outcome of their going there is not an issue. They claim that the man was already dismissed before these meetings. So they went there. Apparently, they wanted to say, just forget about it. They're low key. Because they Brian on the way it happened. We didn't indict anybody or whatever it is. We just left it at that and talk about DNA and so forth. So your own, we're not going to talk about DNA. Now, we have already talked about how we dismiss you just to lead a public outcry because we talk about dismissal. Yeah, you know, like bring people, when you talk about dismissal, they will just forget about it. But you are never going to be prosecuted on SYZ, blah, 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 for their own reasons. Then they left it. On the 9th, right? And on the 9th, I'm giving you this. I got this intelligence on the 9th. Because on the 8th, it happened, and I got it on the 9th. After that, immediately, look at what happening now. Because they want to free the man. They held the man without investigation. So they told his lawyers, you see how the government very useless? For you to even do this is terrible. You know, I listened to it to one girl. I don't know, she had a court area, I don't know, one Gamen Lobo or something like that. She talked about how they file rate of habeas corpus. Now, the filing of a rate of habeas corpus is a defeating moment for the government. Meaning, you know what rate of habeas corpus means? Do you know what that rate means in itself? Do you know that rate is very terrible for government? It speaks to just people being arbitrarily arrested and just detained with no investigation, not observing statutory time. You just keeping the person. You cannot forward them to court. Do you know what rate of habeas corpus means? And you should be talking about the lawyer file for rate of habeas corpus, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what rate of habeas corpus means? It's defeating for the government. So you mean the government got this man and they keep him in there. They don't want to carry him to court. Then they tell a lawyer, say, we'll keep the man here for days, and you know when it's expiring now, Jack and I just file for rate of habeas corpus. Then, as we are having press conference, listen to this plan now. There's the game plan. Nobody should put handcuff on the man. As we are having a press conference, when the journalist's attention is on the press conference, then you will just sneak the man back door and be carrying easily. No handcuff on your hand. Then, as a result of that, because he's now going to court, because the rate of habeas corpus is already filed, the government is now responding to that rate by carrying the man to court, right? Because when they file the rate of habeas corpus, present the body, the government will obviously have to take that person's body there, the person living body there, to make their case. Now, as they were doing it, they said while the man was on the highway, we'll just bring. Oh God, these guys are fools to the extent that they are not smart. They are very door. So we'll just bring the rate to either the thing that you're talking about rate of habeas corpus will finally have the rate now. At that point, the sheriff you saw there, he's right behind the man. The man is walking freely. The man is walking freely. That was a calculated plan. And people talking about, other people coming up with opinions and saying, or maybe journalistic opinion or legal opinion, because you're not getting handcuffed. No, let me tell you something. This country is an interesting country. There is a former Ghanaian minister. All learning. For me, I don't talk because I don't put statements into what I do, because there will always be a moment. Yeah. There's a former Ghanaian minister who was arrested in the US most recently. I think days passed. Not even gone a month here. No. Days passed. This man was arrested recently in the United States of America. Right? Yeah. What they did to him? This man is not even escaping. He's not doing anything. They handcuffed him. He saw his facial expression, seriousness. But because what I told you about that meeting prior to the time that they took him to court versus the press conference, the man knew what it was already. He was just laughing, passing around. You could see the laughter in that man's face as they were carrying him to court. No handcuff on him. This man, you think the man was restraining police people? You see police people, what they call? No, they handcuff him. Do you know what it means? Do you know what handcuff means? Do you know what handcuffing means? It means like in most times speaks to the nature of the crime. If it is a serious crime. You mean it in our not serious crime? Do you know what that means? I wonder what are people really thinking? What are you people really thinking? Sometimes you want to talk, you just want to write for people to just listen to you, or maybe you want to just talk for people to you got to analyze things from all sides. Do you know what handcuff means? And that's why I decided this, right? So, this is what it is. So I will read a little about you. This is a research. For me, I don't just speak ordinarily, right? So this is from a research perspective. This is what handcuff means. Maybe it will help you people, Unity Party people, the clever people. This is what it means. For me, I waited until you people could, whatever it is, and put your ideas, also, then I bring my own also, with the backing of other people's ideas. There's it, right? So it says here, even when a suspect is not resisting arrest, the police may still apply handcuffs. This is generally based on procedure or risk assessment, not only resistance. So let's say, for instance, you are carrying the man, his hands free. Some angry crowd, because he could have his supporters. So angry, because the nature of the crime is able to excite a base to come there, right? So people, angry crowd, see the man moving and they want to hit at the man. And because the man is walking scot-free, because at that point, the angry crowd coming in, the police will not have control. The issue of handcuff is for control owing to the nature of the crime. The nature of the crime does not only indicate that the suspect will run away. No, but it is possible angry crowd can bust on that suspect, and because the police is not, the man is not under the control of the police. Because when you are handcuffed, you are under the control of the police. The police is holding you, or the security holding you, or the sheriff holding you, so that when even your angry crowd came, you will be able to run away with that man, stay under your protection. That's what the cuff is about. It's not about resistance. That people were giving their opinions on Facebook and things. It's not about resistance necessarily. No. There are incidents and things that you can presume the police is trained to presume. They are trained to that. That's why you see the police can be walking in the street and tell me, say, hey, B, please step aside. We got a reason to believe that you are doing this. The police not wrong. I can't carry the police to court for that. No, that they are training. They can walk up to you and say, hey, all of you, you'll get down for this place. You come here. We'll keep you here for so and so time. That short period that they're keeping you for. That's why they gave them 48 hours. They can grab you. After that 48 hours, they let you go. You can't carry them to court because they grab you for 48 hours. They were trained for that. The police is trained for that. So when they are carrying you owing to the nature of the crime, I'll read these things, which are very, it says here are the main reasons why even the likes of Maduro, right? Okay, very good. Like I brought an example of Maduro, the president of the United States of America, the Chin army, in fact, on a foot, on his hand, everything. You think he was resisting? No. They grabbed Taylor, they brought Taylor here in handcuffs. You think Taylor was resisting? No. No. The nature of the crime. If it is a serious offense, anybody could see Taylor just walking there, just burst into it, it will lead to confusion, and Taylor will lose right there. But because Taylor is under the control of the police, even if crowd jump down there to say they want to jump on Taylor or they want to jump on Maduro to do XYZ, the police is able to each other stay having under control and escape with him. Is that not common sense? You think the guy get it, and I'm not resisting. The only reason they can do it for and say you're resisting. What kind of people they in the country? Why you all let to do research before coming up with opinions that you want for public to buy into? You got to do research. You have to do research. Somebody think now you're whatever. No, you don't just do it. Right? So Maduro then, those are the kind of things, right? The standard police control. That is the standard police protocol that they employed all of the time to keep people handcuffed. Right? So in many jurisdictions, especially even ours, for serious violent allegations, handcuffing is a routine. Handcuffing is a routine. Not just ordinary thing. It's a routine. It's a routine. What you want to explain to it? They say it protects officers, the suspect, and the public. That's what it's for. Today, you are carrying AB. You came to this station. You policemen, you came to arrest AB. Now, which I know you're able to do, but it will be for a bad reason and for no reason. You're carrying me, right? Then, as you get outside the stadium or outside, you're plenty of people there to protest against me for the kind of broadcasting that I'm doing, right? So I'm not handcuffed. You're just carrying me like that, and the people just jump to the stadium. I'll run away. The only reason you having handcuffed on me is to protect me from the public. Is to protect me. You protect yourself, and that is what it is to protect. That is what it's about. It doesn't mean you are guilty of no. For control, let's leave that one there. The nature of alleged offense. They say if the alleged crime is serious, example, sexual violence, armed offense, felony, level crime, officers often handcuff automatically. You don't have to. What is the issue you're talking about here? Why the issue you're coming over here now? What is justification you give for that man smiling going there? Regardless the cooperation, officers will automatically due to the nature of the crime. Right? They say preventing escape or sudden change in behavior. They say a calm suspect can suddenly attempt to flee or resist. Yes. Let's say, for instance, I'm calm, you're carrying me. But we just see the crowd coming towards it. Oh, let me direct into our man. I will run away. I don't have handcuff. Right? I will run away. I'm free to run. But how can I be handcuffed and I'm running? How does that one work? You see, you don't get sense. You see, most of you yesterday in this country, there's that, I think we are foolish people in this country. That you people foolish, not us. So let's continue. That is what it is, right? They say handcuffs reduce that risk. Officers' safety, police are trained to assume uncertainties. That's what it's about. The police are certain about whether AB, what they call it again, what is it? AB, you are invited to the police station for questioning. On what? Please, you can come there and then you have your right to remain silent or so forth here and there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you'll be sitting on there. They gave them, the law gave them that 48 hours to say, look, deal with AB. Simple. After the 48-hour release, AB will sign and be released. Right? AB can even be coming outside the door. And then once he was released, you can even invoke that 48-hour again. You can start again. You can say, AB, please, we'll get another questioning for you again. I can still go back down there. I will stay another 48 hours. So now it will be all over and some of the things. But I'm just telling you some of the technicalities that could be even involved in that. So police are trained to assume uncertainty, not innocence. No, not guilt. They are trained to what? assume uncertainty. They are not trained to assume innocence or guilt at the point of arrest. No. Their investigations and so forth, the party will go and prove it. This is what the president explained. The police were not there. I said somebody slapped me. The police were not there when the slapping took place. I carry my complaint to the police. Slapping is a bad thing, it's a crime. And the police tell me, say, they may not slap you. All the police needs to do, get ready, carry on to court. I brought my complaint to you. And you go and do your investigation. Right? But you see, this country is like, they say what? It is for what? Seeing control and consistency. Seeing control and consistency. That's what I was just talking about, right? Seeing control and consistency. That's why you can handcuff people to control the scene. People kind of burst into it and say they want to be chunking the man here and there, chunking here and there. The man will obviously run away for your own safety. But to control the scene, you take the man from there, he stay handcuffed, he can be easily controlled and taken to a safe place. But when the man's hand is open, no, especially the nature of the crime, it can invite anything. You should know all of that. These are all just simple things that you can go and research. You will know it. Then you are not one for people to be thinking that you're just speaking out of ignorance. No, you don't do that, right? They say handcuffing avoids claims of favoritism. Aha. There's another one, right? Handcuffing. It will avoid claims of favoritism. So the other man rape, they grab him, they handcuff him. When the other man rape, because it's error, they not handcuff him. The same crime, the same serious crime. This man is not handcuffed. Claim of favoritism. Is it not happening now because that man was not handcuffed? Simple. People have to be treated uniformly because the law, before the law, we are all equal, right? So the important legal point being handcuffed does not mean you are guilty. Yes, granted. It is a temporary restraint, not a punishment. Courts generally accept handcuffing during arrest as lawful if it is reasonable on the circumstances where the controversy usually arises for public concerns. You just got to handcuff the person because the public is concerned about how the process is going on. Whether from day one justice is going to be done, but the way they did it, it does not indicate whether justice will be done. That man went smiling, and you claim that indeed to handcuff, not fool, this, that resistance. Who told you about resistance? The nature of the crime is very key as well. The public interest in it is very key as well. What thing you hear Joseph Boga government doing here so and you can just be saying all kinds of things? You know, some of you can have your feelings. And that's one thing. Me, the day CDC come to power, as of 2030, and there are things that happen, I'd rather choose to go silent than to speak to it with opinions that defeat my integrity and moral. No. I'd rather they say AB not talking again than for them to say, oh, AB talking, but you're talking all that trash. You're not forced to show it. If you want to speak to that, speak to the facts. And say, though I'm this person, but under these circumstances they want, it was not right. Everybody needed to be treated equal. Instead of coming with deviating things, then I will make it to look like what they call. The government was defeated yesterday. It exposed itself yesterday for them to reach to habeas corpus, meaning they were not even prepared to charge the man. They were not. That was why it demonstrated. What kind of government is this, my people? What kind of government is this, my people, that don't care about how people think, how people will feel, or whatever it is? They get Brian having press conference. Oh, could you imagine that? They are thank God, the police investigated, they vindicated me, they want to come here and there, they are saying that the other man come out, the other man, yeah, they are think all of those things. The other man, Brian only talk about DNA. The other man, sex something, they don't talk about DNA too. To whether prove whether they may that they pull that they charge here, whether a fingerprint on a ball. Who claimed that he was touched? They didn't do that out of DNA. But the grabbing, they say they carry him to court. The other man, they got ready, they say they needed DNA for it. Police get sense. You get sense in this country. You're really looking at issues in this country. You're really think. Folks, or into the wise is quite sufficient. And sometimes when I finish lecturing, I just think there's nothing more to say. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. You don't even understand some of these things. Just don't understand some of these things. But at your business, your go with it. We'll teach you. We'll tell you what the law is and why these things are necessary. Tomorrow we are then come back to power, and then they see things happening. We'll still preach the same law. We're not going to bend it because it is Joseph Boakai. Like some of you will bending things around here because the person involved. Oh no. Right? Like your business. Let's get to the lines and interact with you and call us. For me, I don't really want to. I can do my thing now. When I talk my thing and talk, you go, you come down, you call any expert, they will still think the same way I think because I talk sense. I'm not emotionally charged when I can't say that here. No. That's why I take my time to talk what I talk. No. I'm not emotionally charged. You give me even 3 hours from now, I will still talk. And I will not repeat myself on some things. No. Because I'm okay. That's how God made me. I thank God for that. Let's get to the lines and talk to your callers. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, please go on. Okay, you're not ready. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Eli.
Please go ahead. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, money EB2.
Okay.
Upon the second.
All right, please go on.
Maybe all the things are happening. We don't see the parent coming up talking anything. They are just like they say they are problem. I'll look at the whole thing. And they get things come up. We don't see the parent, the father, and the mother. They're not coming up to talk anything. They say the one thing the money given to them. They're not talking.
No, but that man, the father have been speaking. The mother then when they protested and all. They did protest. Yeah.
The labor,
well, the labor, yeah, we're not seeing parents. That's true. I haven't seen that yet. Maybe they've come up. Yeah.
Yeah, we not see no parents. They said they took every money and get on the poor. They took every money and give to the people. They say they have money give to the people. When money in the company, when cost them more, they want to always say what we say over there that the father there. The people go by. They say, yeah, okay, we're not going away. We're not going. That's what they think.
All right. It's terrible. Anyway, we get in there. We'll keep talking for them. Even when their parents don't talk for them, we'll talk for them. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Hello? Okay, let me get to the MTM line as well because we have others here. Okay, tomorrow I know what to do. We are getting there. We've got all things are possible and we'll certainly get there. We've got all things are possible. We'll certainly get there. So let me get on to the female line as well as we move on here tonight on this day. Hello, how are you doing? Quickly, please. Hello? Yeah, how are you doing? Hello, how are you doing? Yeah. Let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eddie. Eddie, the police director, that is what I said for him against free. No man of respect that you play that you want to send away for him again that is free. Let me tell you, we are not free. I am again free. Let me tell you, if the people see that I am again free, we're not keeping in the country yet. Then they arrested all of them. They've been walking in laughing. They're not going to school all. And the city, I said the money, I said the people they come to power to store our children. That is risky because you know, by all the time when they come to power, bad things can be happening. That is risky. You see, we for Sai, they say Sai, oh, we let them vote for their own. Because we know our own in Baba deed. In yellow, my never put children to damage them. That is risky. But you see, they go guys, when you need guys from America, they will pay. When they pass the country to power, they will damage our children, they will destroy our children. And risking all the time we are rejected to the ballot bar, our risking, okay, and go against the people there. That was here for yourself. Let me tell you, maybe, and the people do what they want to. But I'm again, after the government finishes here, the more you're ready to leave the country here, because you're ready to leave the country here, we will prosecute you. Go occurs and will prosecute you. So thank you very much, my brother.
Okay, thanks so much for everything. Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you, Eddie. How are you?
Fine, please go on quickly.
Yeah, this is Etmoka, and I remain a visually impaired, keeping Boga to the fire to deliver.
Okay.
You know, the Unity Party government can be referred to as an antichrist from the government. Once you don't have the mark of the beast, you don't benefit. So that is the reason why whenever they come to power, they make things difficult. And they make it difficult, if you survive through it, you must bend down low. Why you think it's always happening? During the 12 years, we heard about this gay issue in this country continuously. Here we are now into another 6 years. It's surfacing, you know. But you see, the Unity Party people, they have ever said like, oh, Brian Maggie, But they were waiting for that moment, the timing, so they're gonna be able to execute their plan. And the moment now show a face, they talk to the brother from the back, oh, you know, your brother been here, so you take his thing for now by going to court, let him go, and then later you go there with Benedict. You saw that. The thing is that when they do that, the popular attention will be taken away from Brian Magee and now focus on the new gang rape who has sodomized the 10-year-old boy destroying. They think it's we're going to forget about Brian Magee. But no, the fact still remains that if Brian want to be a free person, then you go through the court system, vindicate himself. But as far as we can say, Brian Magee still remains a rapist. He raped a 14-year-old child. If he don't want to be called that way, then he go through the proper channel and vindicate himself. Instead, he allow the police IG to give him clearance to say he didn't perform that act. And then quickly on this one, the ballot dropping all over. The last time when they see what's happening in the country, I can remember our police IG and the whole joint security. They have a serious press conference to tell what's happening and what they're gonna do to control what's happening in the country. But here today, every day you wake up at very corner, they are body trapping. You're hearing nothing from the security people. You're hearing them telling you anything. So we just hear on our own. They were doing it, and now it's happening. They cannot say anything to the Liberian people. So what we can say to our people, watch your back. The bad guys are income. Advise your boys' children. Advise your girls' children. Because the guys are here. When you don't bend down low, you don't benefit from the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And we are getting developments that the 15-year-old boy, his aunt works with the Liberia National Police. So they may be using the aunt to quiet him. And once you don't have a victim, then there's no crime. Once you don't have a victim, there's no crime. That's the law. So once there's no victim that will come forth, there's no crime. And I think they might be using the aunt who's assigned with the police and to get the job done. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I feel so bad hearing it kind of use the government in charge now. I knew this was going to happen because from the first time when Jessica, what's the name of that girl who was affected by the American citizen?
Oh yeah.
When they freed that, Justina, when they freed that man, that girl cried and laid pressed on them. They're following them so. After they will keep on contradicting themselves. They freed that man, that girl cried, she sweat, she praised them. And again, they got ready to start the way they wanted to. So everything they are doing now is just showing to the world who they are. But I feel sorry for the parents of those children. I really feel bad for them, but I don't think it's going to change.
You're right.
Whether Brian did it or not, whether that man, there's no victim, there's nothing going to change. It's so bad. I feel bad for the people of our young children. That's all I have to say.
Thanks so much, ma'am, for your contribution. I appreciate that. And thank you. All right. So if the family, and that's the same thing that happened, I think one of these Grand Judea County lawmakers, they said in rape to a girl. That story came out when I was staying at Truth FM, and we had to go to a Kingsville area in Kingsborough area there. What the people did, Betty Johnson, at that time she was with Front Page Africa. She had to travel to Grand Judea to locate the girl. The people say it is their tradition again. And once you couldn't find any victim to come forth, the government couldn't make a case. They really looking for that girl. They took the lady, they sent the lady away to Africa. So that the same thing they must have done to the boy, the 15-year-old boy. Because the aunt and people there in the police, they will say the boy said, don't come forth. And if the boy doesn't come forth, that man will go free. And that's the law. I mean, nobody. So it's clear that those are things. We all know these things. But anyway, I don't want the man laughing. The man say, "You'll carry me," but nobody will come. Hey, you'll carry me no court. Nobody will come. That boy will not come. Go finish settling that whole thing already. Eric told you, say the NSA boy and people them from Justice Ministry, and all of them went to go meet the man. Something happened somewhere. Let's leave it. And what are you doing?
Tijala Guirin.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Tijala, thank you. Tijala, I'm calling from Nima Ditch 7 days, a friend, brother.
Yeah, please go ahead
Thank
quickly. Yeah, no time.
So, Teacher Lai, you could see that very old man today reading a press statement according for him for completed Teacher Lai. For God's sake, Teacher Lai, you have been accused over the year. Are you proud to even put your mother around you, Teacher Lai? It's so shameful, Teacher Lai. I listened to one of the regime representatives that had to do with Anthony Williams. He crying again today how the president want to respect the law. And I said, what is so the past? I said, but you guys made the president respecting the Constitution today. How would the president be afraid of you guys? So instead of the president be afraid of the Constitution of the country, yeah, made everything I tell us now, the entire you guys there worshiping him now. So tell me, how can the president even honor any people for you guys, Teacher Lai? It is society. But let me tell you the Teacher Lai. It is good some of you guys around the corner. You keep putting it on record. Brian Magay, you're not free. You're not free for 3 years from now. The next year to come, 2029, 2030, Brian Magay will be in custody, Teacher Lai.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller quickly. We are certainly getting there. 19 more minutes to go. Hello.
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
This is Abraham Connor calling from the United States.
Yeah, Abby Connor, let's hear
Eddie, great. What you're talking about and what people are saying on the chat, I mean, it makes sense. But the good thing about this Jala case or the Lobo case that charges are being drawn already. And those charges, they are very grievous. Even if the end works at the police and try to manipulate the family not to come forth, the good thing about it, the charges are drawn already. So they will have to testify in the case. So that's the only thing I want to highlight.
AB, honor our law.
Yeah.
Charges being drawn,
Right.
somebody must come to back up the charge. The charge is just a statement
Granted.
of something happening, right?
Granted.
So
Yeah,
if nobody
granted, you're
follows
right.
up to the
Yes.
court to go back that charge through testimonies,
Obviously,
it's
yes.
done.
Yes, of course, they will drop the case. But my thing is that if the prosecution is the police, when it is, you can bring the evidence in the case. That's the only problem. So there where I rely on a little bit. But you have a legal mind.
The
in a
people
way,
who are
so
bringing that they want treating the man like that with the kind of treatment they give you, the kind of treatment going there, you say, if you want to hope you
No,
can
you
relax, relax on what?
No, a little bit as compared to the Magay case. At least this guy, you got some charges that people can point to, and they are very grievous. And you know, that's my only problem. Yeah. So I get your point. I get your point, actually.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
All right, great. And, it's okay. Heavy, no. The police that's want to treat the man harshly to say the charge here will carry with this, that they're not treating the man like that way. They treat him, they romanticizing him and carrying him. Then what you will come from is that nothing to hope for. And what are you doing?
Good evening, Abby.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, this is Oscar Zigwen calling from Gompasi, the Niva
Yeah,
County.
Oscar, let's hear from you, Chief.
You know, Abby, this thing is not strange to us. You know, President Barker was a broker who was living on loan. Before staying to presidency, he collected money. People collected money to support his campaign. And those who also collected money to support his campaign, when they commit any crime in this country under his leadership, they will not do nothing. So we have to pray to God that 2029, all of those who committed crime and they are going south-free, they will be prosecuted.
Certainly.
Because Barker, they assisted Barker with money to run his campaign. So for that reason, he is closing out all the crime they committed against people in this country. But it will not go unpunished. God is in heaven know that everything they're doing, they will pay for it.
They will. They will.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And what are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Abby.
Yeah.
Good evening, Abby.
Yeah, hello, boss. Go on. Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, Abby, I would like to appreciate you, you know, for doing a lot of things for the Liberian people. Abby, each time I listen to you, Abby, I keep, so energetic because Abby, you speak the truth. Well, my name is Mohammed Donzo Fofana Jr., a proud son of Lofa County. Well, Abby, these people, it is true. He said these people are focused because they are statement, they are press release. It always contradict why, what is unfolding, that's why you said, this is where they are too, they're too, what kind of education they better go to, because you cannot go to places that you make something, that you look through it, you're not even defend it. Ebi, thank you, man, for enlightening Liberian people, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. How are you doing? Let's call up WhatsApp line. How are you doing?
Yeah, Ebi, it's your Mama Rebecca.
Hey, man. Let's hear from you, Mama.
Yeah, thank you so much for the topic on our discussion. Ebi, this morning I was on Israel show and I shed tears and I stayed bleeding. My heart is still bleeding. Ebi, I don't blame none of those United Party people that are doing the nonsense to our children. I blame our parents. I blame them, Eddie. Eddie, our Israel people for 5 months to run campaign.
Yeah.
They made their park, invisible park, whatever. It creates 0 job for the children to go over there to clean up, to be of security to the park that put money in their hand. Our girls' children, they pay the wire fees, and they put money on their mobile money so they can go beyond the big money. Our parents then sat down over there and they say, well, the 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 12-year-old children, they can go up and they go back and become back or wrestle. So that how they demand the children to vote for the people they bring them to power. That how the people carry out the children.
You're right.
Maybe I'm so angry in my spirit until I didn't put the Bible away. But they say Bible tells us we should suffer not a waste today.
You're right.
Maybe, and I swear to my dear mother and my dear father that wanted to grant here. The day any of that thing happened to any of my family person child, and I know it, baby, I will throw like that on that person. You will be in the police, you will tell you seriously. And you say you don't do it, whosoever that do it, like the person they like it will catch. And you know that who, when somebody steal chicken, they steal your chicken, go around the town, they tell the poor, my chicken lost. And the person that steal it, they don't want to come, you go and throw it. The person that steal the chicken, you know what can happen to them?
And they will die.
Like me.
All right.
Oh, they will die. Why are you doing so?
Oh, okay.
What happened to that? They will pick you up. Why they in the police station and want to land? They will pick their offer from that police station. This is too much, man. They were passing around every. When we get out of that, the people get their children market yourself. Some will be able to buy the t-shirt for the Christmas. Joseph Walker's police are arresting the people, taking the children's stuff from there and saying that the children are too small. They're protecting the children. Like the same children, the people they rape, they're not coming out to protect the children, to defend them. Are you kidding me? What kind of deception is this? What's going on? But again, I blame the parents.
Okay.
They said, my dad said he didn't do it. Whosoever attack and go there, the parents go and throw the egg on that person.
Okay.
What's your language?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you for having me, son.
All right, thank you, man, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing? Quickly. Hello?
Hey, good evening, Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, good evening, Ebi, and to the Liberian people. No wonder why Joseph Walker was talking about when he come to power, that children will not be in the street. This was a fear. The Liberian people, y'all brought the demons. They have released the demons that were in them. Because yesterday, they were looking for body all around and doing all the AI to lie to you. To look at a good man and, the government and criticizing them or to bring all these kind of criminal activities. But now y'all can see it. They are there telling your people there, raping the children, because no wonder why. The president himself was talking about the children will not be in the street because they are about to be raping them. They put fear in them. Yeah. You raping girls, you raping women. Can you imagine if you are appointing no people the in government? But the thing is not today. The Liberian people thought it was false. When that crazy man from Lofa County, when they killed our low boy in Lofa, nothing became of it. Queen in Nima, they killed somebody, nothing became out of it. They are in government working. We turn around again and with another lady, nothing came out of it. This is not healing. The Liberian people can see for themselves. They're going to leave these criminals on the Liberian people. Damn my people. It's very sorrowful. It does nothing. But this is the reality. It was rolling yesterday. They were doing it and lying on other people. But today you can see it. You people are the witnesses. Oh Lord. Let God save the state, man. God bless you, brother. Take good care, man.
All right. That is it. Right here on this die. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. Musa Brown, let me usher you in quickly. Let's hear from you.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know, Abby, the thing you're discussing concerning our country, it is so sad. But like the last brother just said, Abby, indeed, we don't blame the people. We blame the voters. Abby, all of these things were out. They said the advocacy was done. But the people thought that we were lying. Our people, they did come here. They said no. Everywhere in the world, they said somebody sodomized a child. The child is in the hospital. The child even need pampers. Then you're treating somebody who did that particular heinous act like the person did nothing. But this is the kind of country we have on a 42-year experience, man, that people can boast of. It's a sad time. But everyone, I was doing a lot of broadcasting, I say, you know, there are times that you don't push people. Gregory Coleman is pushing Liberian to the wall. And there will be a warning to President to President Boakai. Because when you push people all the time to the wall that they can't move, maybe when they push back, it can be heavy.
All right.
Liberia are getting ready to stand up, and they will stand up to Gregory Coleman, and he will get to know that they are not been the first police director for Liberia. They have been police directors.
Okay.
Thank you, then God bless
Thank you, Musa. Thank you for your contribution. Let me get a medicine quickly. Hello, quickly.
Hello, AB.
Let's hear from you, please.
AB, thank you for the show. Thank you for the continued education you continue to give our people. But I call specifically to support the sister that called from Minnesota. AB, Liberia is a country where there is no law and order for the ordinary people who are not Joseph Boakai partisan or a government official. So the only thing, when such thing is done to their family member, like you rape somebody, little girl, or you sodomize somebody, little boy, like what we're discussing here, AB, I support the sister 100%. I'm a living witness to what she said. I saw it in my wife then home in Stanley College area there in 1996. Some people went to the next town and caught people's sheep and ate it. They put from the next town came and asked in that town for a whole week. They didn't say anything. They keep asking. Whole 1 year passed. The owner of last year went to the likeness man. No, the word that you can give to the likeness, like what how the likeness can work on. No joke about it. Maybe I saw it first. I was living in that town.
So medicine. By this, you are saying that. By this, you are saying that.
3 person plus a door. That was first time for likeness to kill a dog.
So medicine.
The person said, even if a door to the boom of my sheep, that dog should die.
Oh.
It be the people, the ordinary people in Liberia, they got no justice. Anytime they do something like that to their family, they can't get any justice. Go to likeness, tell the likeness, the person that did it to my car, strike the person out.
Wow.
I saw it. If I was living in that town, I saw it. We fled in a bush. That time, Elon Mlen was a superintendent on Nima County. Special Forces Elon Mlen. They had to soldier people to go grab people until they grab the owner of the sheep and explain. He confessed. He explained this, what I did. I did this. I did this. So I support a sister from Minnesota. When they rape your child and grab command, let the person go. Go to likeness person. Pay. Any word you will give the likeness man, how the likeness will work. I have seen it firsthand. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, so it can happen, eh? All right. So that means it can work.
It can happen, it true story.
Oh, okay. Because Gregory said they're still looking for the suspect outside there. They said they're still looking for the suspect outside there. And the other person said, I just look at Gregory. So Gregory, you go look for somebody who is the different suspect. Then the victim. The victim tell you, say that person that you found out a person. So you, the police, now will concoct your own testimony. What kind of Hey, Gregory, come on. Do you know what they call the best evidence rule in law? If I carry my case to you and say this XYZ happened, the police will give testimony to, right? The best evidence in all of the pieces of evidence that will come are the victim statement is that will back that police statement to say this is what happened, the best evidence. So the victim knows the perpetrator, knows the suspect, and say that John Brown did it. Then you, Gregory, you woke up, you go look for a different person and bring them and say that you do it. Then the guy say, no, now you do it. Then you say, well, Gregory made it so. Gregory gets sense. So Gregory get ready, get top out of trash. So you say you're going to look for different suspects. So they get laugh. Gregory, they get one sense. And what are you doing?
Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, Eddie. Jimmy, I'm going to follow on this.
Okay.
Eddie, you are trying to get the country to end people. You know, before the election, you told all, you said that you know the party people are evil people. Our people are listening. Eddie, they mayor for Heaven State. What for them, while you get a law on your side, they can't start what they make for me. They will be working for other court and be laughing and be shaking people in a serious government. They may sort of be working, shaking people in. What you want for $6 you have one for people for kilo or Sango in the country. Because the one for kilo will pay the soil with 3 there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be saying that for kilo that. Everybody in the country, especially so you get the party, you get some. Every day, whatever reason why we starting now with the issue, I just 1 or 2, 3 days. I got 2, 3 more, I know be free. You let the industry make the people. They may not even be telling the make the people that you see the body so I want to just play, we are still out of trash. Who gave me the reference?
You will never see that ball to come full. There is no ball as we speak now.
Thank you.
There is no ball as we speak now. That man will go free. There's no ball.
You must be ready. The church minister and the police are coming in the country. No. So there will be a 60% person. And why is Johnny Bonnet injecting the day? Maybe how the Johnny Bonnet injecting the day? Maybe you are saying that I have a point for all. You are the pastor, so that you be pushing. Why your council are checking it? What you're doing? What you're happening? What you're doing? You are the council are checking it.
Thank you. They are there. They are working. And what are you doing?
Hello, Guido.
Yeah, fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, this is Mommy A. Fofana, and I do join for Kawani, Georgia. You know, Obuebi, I don't really know how Gravy Kuma taking himself to be in this country. You know, let me give you a story concerning about my grandfather, my late grandfather. My grandfather told me or something. He said, as a man or medicine man, when you go in the bush, to go pick leaf, the one that you head your own, that someone else own. You get me?
Yeah.
When you picking your leaf, the one that you head your own, that someone else own there.
Okay.
Because you don't get added to it, so you don't know the value of it.
Oh, okay.
Know the value of it. So, Granny Como will not be thinking that maybe the late power that you get, maybe when you come into a working, sir, the new brother that you get, why you say, he came away, you feel nothing happened to him. Hey, Granny Como, let me be bro and tell you, I'm saying this to you. Kind of deeply in my heart, like speak and call Steve. From a rattle, so the hand I will get, like it, all I don't get. I think 2 things will tell I brought to the army. Then what will do it. Get back against you. Because you see, Guinea Bissau, Burkina Faso,
but some of your own throw Goa on people. Some of your own throw Goa on people. Why I can't throw the Goa on some of the people you can be first with? They get every person. What can I hire get so much? Me, if I want to throw Goa, anybody give me a time will throw it on you. It ain't gonna be me personally. When you give me a time in the whole country, you throw Goa on you. Why you get big, you go by your business. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you swear, people who can swear. 4 gallon, 4 Johnson. You know that?
You say what?
Swear. They have 4 Johnson, 4 intercession swear again. You know that?
Swear again, 4 intercession. Why are those 4 intercessions?
Okay. You see, when you swearing somebody, when I swear going, when we to the 1st Johnson, they will stop there. Then they swear, the way they may send me to the Peter. What really Peter do to Paul? I know.
Okay.
They will ask question. What Peter, the Johnson will tell Peter and say, oh my man, what Peter did to Paul, it was wrong. then you will pass. But you go to the second one again, it will ask portion. Before you reach to a large junction, all that three junction that you pass, when the fifth cannot be bad, by the time you go to the four and after so you reach there, then you call before you start hold that person. But
I see one swear can take long before you can hold people.
Huh?
I see one swear can take long before you hold people because you can pass from junction to junction. Junction 1, junction 2. Then we will ask you question.
You get me?
So when you don't gotta use swear, yeah, you lightning or use or Goa or something. Goa, they won't pass. They get junction there that they can pass by.
Yeah. Let me be boy and tell you, I think Liberia are hearing my voice.
Yeah.
Let me just tell the country over to military government. I think it will be okay.
Okay. All right.
But the military government, they telling peace. They happen with
okay.
Yeah, thank you. Will be okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The military point here, maybe they will take it. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, well, see, let's hear from you.
Thank you for the show, Master. So, if you are in pain to them, Master, be our country, or our children. It to be poor, it be that crown from there to be poor. What would you do? Forgive all people calling sexual go up, be the go up business. The person for that is the act. The private part. Go very Africa, don't go very Africa. One of in real level, see the man dragging on the ground, a private part, and now go, get a tap. And you to drag for the bouquet to do the wall. Go very Africa, the police, you just talking, let me just say on the air. Go Africa, very heavy, I tell you, the story. Get 12 July, go Africa. Tell us, when man say, and we tell them, I want oil. Let it be smelling their fat or tell you from first, they will do it for you. They will do it for you, Eddie. Therefore, they are very wicked. Get a cover, what happy? What will do to you? For coming to teach a narrative. They have been for something on we are. But we are saying that we have any rip in your government. What going on in our country? What going on? Just a minute, what going on? Honestly, I say we have more do it today. You have got the power and getting worse than ever before. And the power here will come up, every time we hear what going on in our country. Let them want to go Africa and go take oil for them. Then you can really fire. Let you get you on the ground. Let the spirit tell the people say, what they to the poster. That means I go 2 people today. Don't care then. Let the spirit say, put it down. Don't care. Let see the peace before they double. So I say, oh, I leave it with God. They will take action. They will take that for God. Take action. They say, do me, I do you. That is it. But they say, I mean, look at them. And people say, oh, because the plan coming for and say, oh, I better. So the people go free. But the people say for Boaka, and they continue to go through that kind of attitude. And they feel to us. And see that the very first thing they're doing, maybe we see the peace for our children.